up each morning to close my eyes and show gratitude. Thank the universe for my positive attitude. I thank you for the lessons. I thank you for the blessings. Thank you for showing me the way. Discipline every day. Open my eyes and I feel like I'm in a different space. And action. What is up? It's your girl, Little Miss Know-It-All, who knows nothing at all, aka Maya Bianichi, back with another video. Okay? And I'm here today to talk about self-acceptance and how we accept ourselves. And what is self-acceptance? You know, what is it? Tell me what it is. So, that's what I'm here to do today. So, without further ado, let's just hop right into this video. What is self-acceptance? It is the awareness, okay? It's the awareness of your own strengths and weaknesses. It's knowing your talents and what you're capable of. It's knowing your worth and being happy with who you are despite your past behaviors and choices. It's the first step for the people in the back not listening. It's the first step to self-improvement, because you have to see the truth about yourself, you know, and you learn to accept it, and then you choose whether or not you want to change. So self-acceptance is exactly what it is, right? We accept ourselves. However, it's easy for us to say, you know, I accept myself, and then we still look and search for ways to change ourselves, you know, change things about ourselves, change the way our physical body looks. For example, we still say we accept ourselves, yet we're still out here searching for something to change. In other words, we're trying to fix something instead of just surrendering to what is, you know, just allowing what is to be. Just allow yourself to be who you are, you know. Life is too short to be worried about little things like how you look. Those type of things you should not worry yourself about. You should just be happy with who you are, the way you are right now in your life. Stop spending time feeling bad about any part of you, you know, whether it's your past, you know, where you're at right now, or anything. You know, stop feeling bad about it. Just enjoy this moment, you know. Like I always say, the past happened, you know, it's there. You can't change it, you know, so don't focus on it. Focus on where you are right now and how you can make your life better in this moment. I need you to understand that nothing, no thing about you is an issue unless you make it an issue, you know. It all starts in the mind. Again, that's the whole point of what I'm doing here, is trying to get people to change their mindset, because it all essentially starts in the mind and how you think about yourself. So, you know, it's not an issue unless you make it an issue. So I can't stress enough how important it is. You know, it's important to be kind, you know, and be loving to yourself. You know, it's not about how you look. It's all about how you live. How you out here living. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm living good, you know. I live my life in the moment so that I focus on love, peace, and joy, and having peace of mind each and every day, you know. I accept myself for who I am and who I've become. So I want you all to get to that level where you accept what is. Dance break. So I think that we've been sucked into this mindset where after a long day of work, it's 11:22. Master numbers. Anyways, After a long day of work, we get sucked into this mindset that, okay, I've been working hard all day long. Now I'm finna go home. I'm finna shower. And I'm finna relax. Right? That's the mindset that we have. And it's okay to relax, you know? It's okay. I understand, you know, you find that balance in your life. However, you don't have to do it all day, every day. You know, it's not productive, is all that I'm saying. Especially if you're goal orientated and you have dreams, you know, you want to balance that time that you have. And so, yes, you may feel drained from work, but allow your dreams and your goals and your passion to give you that extra energy to put in a little time towards them. So I advise you to just make a list. Make a list of all the things you want to learn, all the things you want to do, some goals that you want to accomplish, whether it be short-term goals or long-term goals. Make a list. This list should give you some excitement, you know, and motivation, because you need that motivation. And make you feel energized about accomplishing the things that you desire. The only way we grow is through knowledge. So seek out new education opportunities or educate yourself. Pick up a book. Now, I was just thinking about this earlier today. Why I read books. And I read books, you know, because I feel like where I'm at in my life, no matter what book I pick up and read, I feel like that book is speaking to my heart. And there's moments where I just break down because it's so surreal. Like, this book just read me, you know, and it gives me affirmation and confirmation about things that I'm asking about in my life, questions that I don't have the answers to, and I don't always have the answers, you know, but I read because it gives me knowledge, it gives me strength, it keeps me learning, it keeps me open, and it keeps me optimistic. That is why I read, and I constantly read each and every day, no matter if I do 1 chapter or 10 chapters a day. I pick up a book and I read because it makes me feel good. So do the things that make you feel good. Read books that you're interested in reading. It doesn't have to be self-help books. But if you're looking for self-help in this moment, then yes, maybe that is the type of book you need to pick up. If you're trying to learn a trade, go pick up a book about that specific trade that you're trying to learn. I like reading books about celebrities' lives. I've read a book about Steve Harvey. I've read a book about Phil Knight. I just picked up a book yesterday I found from Kevin Hart. And that's going to be the next book. Well, I'm actually reading a few books at a time. Like, I'm learning to read more than one book at a time. So, but I am going to dive into that book because I think in order for me to be where I desire to be in my life, I have to learn from these mentors, right? And the people that inspire me to do what I do. And so I want to know about their life, about their failures, about their accomplishments. I want to know it all so that I know what to expect. And then at the same time, not to expect anything. Yeah, that's what it is. So when we're talking about self-acceptance here, you have to learn to show up for yourself. You know, it's not being selfish. It's about taking the time to do the things that you desire to do and expand your mind so that you can grow as a person. So you're showing up for you. You're doing all of these things for you essentially, but it also helps everyone else around you. When you love yourself, you learn to spend your time wisely. So as you do more of what you love, okay, like these videos, I love making these videos, and I love doing other things. You know, other things are cultivating in my life right now. But if you do more of the things that you love, you realize that you're putting your passion first. So where focus goes, energy flows. It flows. Okay, so be mindful of what you're putting your focus on with your thoughts as well, and what you're speaking into existence, into this universe. Okay? And if you have not yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so that you are notified when your girl uploads another video. And if you're liking this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for your girl. Here's what I've learned. Working hard, okay? Working hard, because hard works get you where you need to be, right? Not all the time. You want to work smarter, not harder. But working hard for something that you really don't even care about. You're just there for a paycheck. You know, you have no passion over it. That's stress and anxiety. But working hard for something that you love doing, that's passion. So how do you find that passion? You know, how do you hone in and go inside and find that inner passion, that thing, those things? It doesn't have to be just one thing. It could be a multiple of things, and it can change at any point in time. But how do you find that passion? Here's what you do. You ask yourself, what do you like? And you write down a list of the things that you like doing. But now, make sure maybe that is something that can help others, okay? It's not all about you. Because most of the time I found that the things that you're passionate about are those things that you do effortlessly. And you know, time just kind of floats on by without you even noticing. That's probably your passion right there. So when we accept ourselves, we have to remember that the end result, you know, our expectations of how things should be, you know, is not the focus. You know, you need to focus on the journey and being in the process of enjoying life, okay? When you love yourself, you get back on track with your own goals. Self-acceptance is about loving yourself. It's about doing things in your life that help you heal and help you become the greatest version of yourself. Because essentially, when you're there for yourself, you're there for the world. So when you're there for yourself, you start to notice changes in your habits and the outcome of those habits, okay? You look for the pleasure in the little things like art and reading and conversations and nature, good food. You know, just you start to notice the good in everything surrounding you. You learn to start to embrace each moment for what they are. Every little moment is important to you. When you have self-acceptance, you realize to just relax and allow things to be. You know, you just go with the flow of life. You don't try to control. You have to learn how to let go. And when you accept yourself, you learn to release. You release those expectations. You release any outcomes of how you think things should be. And you allow the universe to show you and give you what you need in your life. We accept ourselves when we realize that the end result is not as important as the journey. And you find out that self-love or self-acceptance, you know, is layered. Is layered. And you have to learn how to peel back those layers to find out what's at the core, what's at the core of what's in your heart. Because when you approach it as a journey, it becomes more of an adventure for you in life, and it brings you more joy into your life. Versus trying to force things to happen. You allow them to happen and you embrace life. If you haven't listened to my podcast, I advise you to go over and listen to that. It is Vibe With Me, High Energy. The link is down below in the description box. Over there, I talk about embracing life and just allowing things to be. And I share more of my own personal experiences there. You have to find that thing that brings you pleasure and answer it honestly, because it's the best way to learn about yourself and what you want and what you desire. Because essentially, it's all about you, and you should go inside, go deep inside, and find out what your fears are. Find out what you're afraid of. Think of one thing right now that you constantly think about throughout your day, over and over. And ask yourself, why is this thing always on your mind? And be honest about it. Are you afraid? Is it something that you can't control, so you're trying to manipulate it? Those are all things that I believe that we need to ask ourselves in order to allow ourselves to let go of control. That's a part of accepting yourself. I invite you to think about what brings you pleasure. And the key word in that sentence is think about what brings you pleasure. Pleasure is a key ingredient in love. Allow yourself to be in the process of pleasure and feel no guilt for enjoying your passion. Because the more you seek pleasure, the more joy you feel. You feel good. You got those good vibrations going on with you. So search for things that make you feel pleasure. One thing that I've learned, through all this transformation, learning about how the brain works and how life works, and you'll never figure it out completely, but you can have an idea and you can figure it out for yourself. But what I've learned is to just honor the natural flow of life, and trust the inspiration that you feel in your heart. Trust it, because you have to believe in yourself like no one else. And you have to trust yourself. And self-acceptance give you that belief and that trust and that courage and that confidence to do the things that you desire to do. There will be days, trust and believe, there will be days where you feel like you need to do more than what is expected of you to do, and there'll be days where you don't want to do those things, and that's okay. It's about balance, finding that equilibrium where things just work out for you. You find that balance, because balance, is the key to a healthy life. I always tell people, don't feel guilty for eating something that you feel that you shouldn't be eating. Like, if you enjoy it, then eat it. Eat it, because it makes you feel good. You should always have the pleasure of enjoying yourself, whether it's doing something that you enjoy, eating something that you enjoy. Not to do it in excess, but enjoy it. Just enjoy everything that you love doing. The more you trust yourself, the easier it is for you to accept yourself. When you learn to allow things to just be what they are, you accept yourself, and you trust yourself just a little bit more. And self-acceptance is self-love. And again, it's not selfish. So do more of the things that you love to do. Be yourself. Don't worry about who looking at you. Just do you. That has been another video from your girl, Maya Bianici. I'm sending out my awesome vibes to you guys today. And I pray that I have at least touched one heart today. And I thank you for listening. I love you. Come back. And I appreciate you each and every day. And I pray that your day is blessed with blessings and abundance. Peace. Keep that high energy and positivity. You know I'm built different because I give different. All of these things combined allow me to live different.